And hello, fellow aviators. VREF Summer here. Welcome to this Friday night flight. Today we're in beautiful Jackson Hole, Wyoming, where we flew into just 1 week ago. It was a beautiful approach. You saw some clips of an approach into Jackson Hole in the lead up to this video. But this is the custom scenery that's available in the Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace. Highly recommend it. And we'll hop on down to the aircraft. We gotta get going here. We need to pick up our IFR clearance from PilotEdge ATC and get rolling. So let's hop on into the cockpit and get this show on the road. Glad to have each of you here this evening. Aviation Geek, welcome on board. Glad to have you here once again. Go ahead and get the music down for a bit. So we did have some interesting performance hiccups due to this being a mountain flight. Due to the high altitude and the temperature, we had some load limits that we were running into. We can only, our dispatcher had planned us to take off at a weight of 129,500 pounds, and we're actually limited to 127,000 today. So yeah, so we had to do some negotiating between the dispatcher gate agent to get the basically we were able to get the fuel load down so that we could take all the passengers, and then we had to unload some of the mail and other cargo. So airline won't make as much money on the cargo, but at least we'll get as many passengers to Salt Lake City as possible, which is important. Aviation Geek goal today: don't get yelled at on PilotEdge. Hey, that's always a good goal, right? To not get yelled at on PilotEdge. So I'll aim for that. We're getting ready to call them up here in just a second. I'm going to get the ACARS fired up. Sorry, it took a little longer than I anticipated to get the weight and balance issues worked out. So was a little bit task saturated with that. And so right now I'm getting the United Virtual Airlines ACARS initialized, and looks like it has us in and ready to roll. So that's good. You can hear the passengers boarding in the back, using PAC-X today for that. And let's pull up our charts really quickly so we can see what the frequency is for our PilotEdge controller here in Jackson Hole. So Jackson ground is going to be on 124.55, so I'll go ahead and get that set here in 1. And we do need to pull up the latest, the most recent ATIS really quickly. And I'm going to pull that up on my end here in Jackson Hole. That is information. We can look at it together. I'll get that pulled up so you all can see it too. So here we go. So the latest ATIS is Jackson Hole Airport. It's Yankee. So Yankee is current. So that's what we'll report. And looks like altimeter is 3030 now. Winds are still out of the east at 5 knots. Departing runway 19er. So that's good. Temperature is 18. All right. That will work. Get that, yep, and 18, there we go, perfect. Let's call them up and let them know that's what we got and get our clearance. 124.55, all right. Jackson ground, United 173, like to pick up clearance to Salt Lake City with Yankee.
United 173, Jackson ground, clear to Salt Lake City Airport, Alpine 3 departure. KEGE transition, and then that's filed. Maintain 15,000. Departure frequency 133.25. Squawk 5602.
At 173, cleared Salt Lake City, Alpine 3 departure, KEGE transition as filed. Climb 15,000. Departure 133.25. Squawk 5602.
United 173, is that correct?
All right, so we got our clearance now. Let's go ahead and get some of those elements plugged in. while it's fresh on our minds. So 5602 is,
Tower Southwest 1448, 16 right, ready to go.
there we go. We got that set, and up to 15,000 is what he had, oops, 15,000 in the altitude window. We'll get that set. 15, and the rest is as filed, which is good. I have 133.25. I write that down in the upper right corner of my scratch pad on my yoke, so that I know what departure frequency to tune in before we take off.
Salt Lake Tower.
All right, so we're expected out of here in 25 minutes, so we gotta hustle up now. I'm gonna go ahead and do some of the pre-flight checks that I didn't get to do yet.
195, 16 right, clear for takeoff, Southwest 1448.
So you get to see me testing all the stall warning tests, all that. Hold this number 2 down for 5 seconds. Something on the 7.3, and all lights are normal there. So let's move on down to this, this overhead, the lower overhead panel here. And we'll go ahead and fire up the APU because it's about time to get going. We do not have fuel in the center tank. Yes, we had to actually have them not load as much fuel, which was interesting. But it's all worked out now. That's part of what happens with mountain flying is sometimes you can't take everybody. I don't know if Aviation Geek, you ever been flying out west? Been on a flight out there, because sometimes you might get bumped, especially if you're flying standby.
Straight into parking, monitor ground.
Straight into parking, monitoring.
Go ahead and do the overheat test really quickly, get that rolling. They're all clear on the outside. Let's check and make sure. Got pressure coming up on there. Brakes are back up to in the green. That's good. I've had before where the B system was completely empty. All the hydraulic fluid had leaked out in this 737. I found it when I tried to do that test right there. So we're going to 34,000 feet, and our airport elevation in Salt Lake City is at a whopping 4231. So we'll get that set for the landing elevation here. So 4250 will work. There we go. And we actually don't need the recirc fans on right now since we're on the air cart outside. Trim air, got that on. Alright, lights are all good there. Let's go across the glare shield really quickly.
148, contact departure.
Get that all set up.
Forward departure, Southwest 1.
So we had 3030 on the altimeter. So pretty high pressure here in Jackson Hole today. And flight director 1's going to be primary, so we'll turn that on first. 131's our V2.
Salt Lake departure.
And runway course
going to 295 heading.
is 187. Let's get that set really quickly.
1448, sorry, we had 195.
On both sides. Get the first officer's course set to 187 also.
Southwest 148,
there we go. And I'll set runway heading also in the heading knob. Perfect. Okay. Continue here. I'm going to check the oxygen mask. At least what they'll let us check here on the PMDG. Check some of these lights. Make sure everything's working. There we go. Test all the lights like a Christmas tree in here. That's the switch you use if you really want to impress the kids when they come up to the flight deck. Just turn on all the lights. They'll be like, whoa, that's so cool. But, and you're not going to hurt anything. You're doing a check at the same time, right? Burning that night oil. Yes, I am. You know, that's what I have to do these days to sim, is fly late at night due to work and family responsibilities. So it's good. It's all good. I'm thankful for it. Thankful I could get to do this. There's our JipWiz test.
148, clear direct Bobby, resume normal speed.
Our trim is actually going to be all the way down at 3.55. So let me take it back down here. 3.55. There we go. That's like as low as it'll go. That's crazy. Okay. And let's check that the takeoff config warning works. Perfect. And let's do our fired system check. Technically should check this before firing up the APU. So not good. There we go. Alright, that works. Let's check the squibs on the fire bottles. They're good. We won't have to do all these checks on the next few flights since this is the first flight of the day. There we go. And I'm going to get 121.5 and COM2 here. Let's see. Aviation Geek, it's good with me because I actually stay up late at night. Awesome. Well, tonight's going to be a three-legger, so yeah, stick up around for as many of the legs as you like. It's going to be a lot of mountain flying out west. So, and as you know, it's a stormy night here in Middle Tennessee, where my simulator is based. So, it's been an eventful evening here, trying to get the animals inside and dry it off, and simulator going, and dealing with the weight and balance issues. Okay, excellent. I think we got everything done. Let's go ahead and brief up the flight really quickly. So let's pull up the release. I actually need to get this set up to where we can all look at it together, and I'll pull it up on for you all on your end. There we go. Should be up now. Perfect. So this is Jackson Hole to Salt Lake City, United 173. Crew names are correct. No MELs on the aircraft today, which is good. And our zero fuel weight, all of that has actually changed now. And I penciled it in on my side. We're actually down to 117,682 for our zero fuel. Takeoff weight is now 126,684. Because we're limited to 127.1 due to altitude and temperature, runway length, and landing weight's now down to 122.5.
So that's 237, Portland clearance.
Fuel, we're now planning 9,500 pounds of fuel at the gate, and you can see that's what we have on board. Mid-fuel is now 9,000 pounds to go down to Salt Lake. We actually removed the alternate. It was not needed today. As you can see in the weather here, we already looked at the weather in Jackson Hole. It's nice. Altimeters are set at 30-30 across the board. And down in Salt Lake City today, stand by 1 second. Here's Salt Lake City. Winds are 290 at 4, 10 miles, clear. And it's supposed to be visual meteorological conditions all day long. And we did not need that alternative Evanston, so that was taken off to give us some more fuel. For our NOTAM wise, there's a lot of construction going on down there at Salt Lake City. That's the only thing to keep in mind. I do have the in 1-6 left, 1-3-4 right is closed. And I'm not sure if they're going to be simulating that in PilotEdge or not. But we're planning to park at the Bravo concourse, Bravo 16. I do have some scenery that has the most up-to-date version of the airport there. All right, let's take a look at our taxi plan really quickly and get briefing on our departure. So taxiing out from after it loads takes it just a second to get going here. So we're here at gate number 8 at the terminal. So we're going up to runway 19er. So after we push back, it'll be a left turn alpha all the way to 19. And this is a high altitude airport. That's a threat for us. So we'll need to make sure. We were planning flaps 25 today, so we need to make sure that flaps 25 is set for takeoff. And that's I think this will be the first time I've taken off flaps 25 in the 737. So that's what's required with this mountain flying, which is kind of the main point of this entire live stream tonight is checking out 737-800 and mountainous airports in the summertime. All right, for it'll be a standard abort criteria. So what that means, below 80 knots we'll abort for a variety of reasons. Above 80 knots only for severe engine fire, or engine damage, or the inability of the aircraft to get or stay airborne. For our takeoff data, let's take a look at that really quickly. We're planning a flaps 25 takeoff, full rated thrust at 1017. Speeds of 131, 131, 131, and that's set in the bucket. and we're showing that takeoff weight at 128. Should be, let's make sure our payload's correct here. That's why we do this. So it's showing right now, gross weight is at 127.1. So that should take us down to 126.6 for takeoff, which is correct. Okay. So I'm not sure why it was showing a gross weight there at 128.5, but these are the speeds from Top Cat: 131, 131, 131. So that all matches. Trims at 3.55, and if we lose an engine, it's runway heading, and the minimum safe. Oops, the MSA in this area is. Let's take a look on the departure. 14. Actually, in this. Going south, 12,700 feet. So we'll go up to 12,700 feet and come back around. I don't know if we'll land here. We'll probably continue to Salt Lake City because this is a tight runway to get in on. And then on the departure off of runway 19er. Let's get down here. It's initially climbing right turn heading 200 and intercept the, I'll go ahead and set that in here. 200, intercept the Jackson 192 radial to Kickney and hold, continue climbing Kickney, holding pattern across Kickney at 15,000 feet. Expect further clearance to final altitude 10 minutes after departure. So 15 set, and we can see it has us going to Kickney, and it actually has a hold programmed in there. So we very likely might have to get the, let's see, looks like PilotEdge, the client just kicked me off, so I need to restart the pilot client. Hold up 1 second. Heard a weird noise on my end, and it was the PilotEdge client kicking off. Okay, let's try this again. Let's make sure we can get on. There we go. Now we're back on the network. Okay. Anyways, so Kickney 15,000. We'll have to exit the hold when we get to 15,000. We'll get further clearance, which as filed is going to be. We gotta get rolling here. We're gonna be late. That's all right. It's better be safe than. Safe and late than early and, well, basically you crashed. So after Kickney, it's down to Brigham City, then Carter, Nordic, set. And then we're actually, I think they were calling south arrivals today on the Nordic 6. So after Nordic, it's Weber at 12,000. And then vectors, and I'm thinking we'll get 16 right, since that gives us, this sends us straight over to where the terminals are right now, where they're parking people. We're showing a total distance of 182 nautical miles down to Salt Lake City, and we were planned at 244. So I think that's because this plan had us taking the full downwind to the south and then back up to the north. So looks good. Transition altitude, we're in the United States, so it's flight level 180, and we know about the terrain and obstacles, mountains to the east and west of us. The highest is the Grand Tetons at 13,676, so we're aware of all of that. I'll have terrain mode on, and ACARS is initialized and started. So let's go ahead and do our, let's go ahead and get the APU going. It's already started. Let's get the power connected and air on. Here we go, 115. Let's get the, and I'm going to go ahead and get the bleeds switched over so we can get air conditioning, get everything disconnected from the aircraft here, from the ground services panel. Ground services, let's get everything off of here. Go ahead and release the stairs. Get the door closed. Perfect. Alright. Pre-flight check. Interior and exterior inspections complete. Circuit breakers checked. Nav display switches are norm and auto. Passenger signs on. Window heat on. Engine bleed air switches are now off. Pressurization panel set. Pressurization mode selector auto. Remote control panel is set. Oxygen masks checked. Altimeters 3030 cross checked. Flight and nav instruments checked. Warning and annunciator lights checked. Speed brake down. Takeoff warning checked closed. Engine start levers cut off. Stab trim cutout switches normal. Fire warning checked. Radios transponders set. Radar off. Rudder and aileron trim 3 and 0. Park and brake set. Windows are closed. Flight attendant briefing complete. Departure briefing complete. Logbook secure H is on board. Fuel required 9,500. 9,500 on board. Pre-flight check complete. Alright, let's go ahead and do the pushback check. We can get everything rolling here. We are cleared to push. So, actually, let me make sure. We might be pushing onto a taxiway. Yeah, we are. So I'll request clearance to push gate 8. Jackson ground. United 173 request push and start onto Alpha at Jackson Hole.
United 173 Jackson ground, push onto Alpha, approved, expect runway 19er.
Expect 19er and push approved, United 173. Okay, so that's a gotcha. You gotta make sure, if you look back behind you and you see this solid yellow line, the dash yellows, that means you're going into an active movement area, so you need clearance to go out there. So that happens at a lot of these western airports especially. There's not as much space on the ground. So we got all of that. Let's go ahead and get the... Alright, pushback check. Doors closed. Hydraulic panel is set. Fuel panel set. Flight deck door is closed. And they have that lock deferred. And transponder. Pushback check complete. Alright, we'll go ahead and I'm just going to use the PMDG pushback. There we go. Start a pushback.
Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start straight back. Roger that. Ready for push straight back. Brakes off.
Alright, let's get the brakes off. There they go.
Brakes released. Brakes released. Here we go.
Alright, we're going to start 2 then 1. Here we go. Get the packs off and starting 2. Hey, that Junyao Airlines is still here. Same plane from last week. Alright, N2. Oil pressure. N1. EGT is good. So we want that N2 to get up a little bit higher, above 25, and we'll introduce some fuel. Here we go. Fuel flow. Fuel flow and light up. Awesome. Let's take a look at the...
Complete. Park and brake set.
Alright. Brake set.
Brake set.
Definitely didn't push us too deep onto the taxiway. That's alright.
Alright, steering pin is disconnected. Watch for the slip release from guidance on your left. Have a good flight.
Alright, thanks for the great push, PMDG crew. Alright, let's go ahead and start 1. EGT's going down on 2. N2, oil pressure, N1. Yep. EGT's coming down. Just waiting on this end
We're
too.
ground, Southwest 237, information uniform, holding short of Tango, ready for taxi, runway 28 right.
Southwest 237, Portland ground,
Good
runway
flow,
28 right, taxi
light up.
Tango Alpha.
Tango Alpha, runway 28 right, Southwest 237.
Okay, now it's lighting up normally. Looked like we had a little bit of a hiccup there for a second. Look at that view, the mountains back behind us. Absolutely stunning. There's our starter cutout. And after start check, please. Let's get the electrics transferred over to the engines. Let's check 1 and 2. Oops, and Gen 2. It all looks good. And flaps 25. So that's gonna 3, 4, 5, 6. See, the checklist is going to be very critical here to make sure that we have it at the correct setting. It can be deadly if we mess that up. Watch your knees. I'm going to check the controls really quickly while the flaps are going down. And then once the flaps have made it down, we will go ahead and start our after start check. Here's the view from the back, watching those flaps go down to 25 for this takeoff. All right. After start check, generators on. Probe heat on, anti-ice standard air conditioning panel is set. Recall checked, auto brakes RTO, taxi check flaps. So I'm gonna put this back to engine. We need to pull up the takeoff data over here so we can double check. So 25. Whoops, let's go over to the first officer's side. We'll check the detent. 25, 25, it's in that 25 detent, yep. 25, green light. Takeoff speeds 131, 131, 131. Set. Thrust. Takeoff 18. It's TO 18. Stab trim 3.55. And flight controls checked. Taxi check complete. Alright, we're clear left, we're clear right. I'll request taxi. Jackson ground, United 173, ready to taxi with Yankee.
United 173, runway 19er, taxi via Alpha.
19er, taxi via Alpha, United 173. Alright, here we go. Via Alpha, left turn. Make sure the tiller's working here. Get rolling forward first, and before we turn the nose wheel, there we go. It's going to require a little bit of extra thrust since we're at a high altitude. It's thinner air up here. Get our taxi light on now. Alright, once we get rolling straight away on Alpha, I'll do our navigation briefing for our departure out of here. This is going to be a pretty short flight down to Salt Lake City, and our second leg over to Denver. That'll be a little bit longer, a lot of scenery though, of Rocky Mountains along the way, and then the final leg into Eagle County, where near Vail, will also be a really short leg, pretty busy for us. Alright, so we're on Alpha for our navigation briefing. We're planning takeoff out of Jackson runway 19er, and standard abort criteria, if we lose an engine, it's runway heading, and we'll climb up to at least 12,700. More than likely, we will continue down to Salt Lake City. Unless there's an extreme emergency, then we'll come back to land here. Our flaps are set at 25. Speeds are at 131, 131, 131. 15,000 is our top altitude. And initially on the Alpine 3 departure, It's a heading of 200, intercept the 192 to Kickney and hold. That's at 15,000 feet. That's all set. Go ahead and get the continuous ignition on. And
Southwest 237, holding short runway, grid ready for departure.
I will not be using the HUD for takeoff on this departure. I'm going to do it without the HUD for this one.
Grid right, clear for takeoff, South 237.
Alright, let's go ahead and get the...
Southwest 1448, contact Denver Center 133.67.
Get our frequencies set for tower is 118.075. I'll get that standing by here on 18075. We'll hold down shift so I can scroll down a little faster. There we go. There we go. So we should be able to go all the way down here to the end. I'll switch this, and then departure is going to be 3325. Sebby the Gamer, hello, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Wonderful, wonderful evening. It's actually, I have it set morning here in Wyoming, right, for these mountain flights, but glad you're on board. Welcome, welcome. You're just in time for this mountain takeoff, which is going to be exciting.
Southwest 1448, Denver Center, roger.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to tower and get departure standing by. 133.250. And like Aviation Geek said, hey, goal to not get yelled at by PilotEdge. Alright. See, there's 19ers on the sign there. Let's go ahead and get everything all set up. So it does not like the, something's wrong with the takeoff config. I'm not sure if it's flaps 25 that it doesn't like.
Southwest 237, contact departure.
Contact departure, Southwest 237.
Just double check that really quickly. Is there anything that is out of whack that would not... Hold up, we're going to stop 1 second, and I'm going to run, let's look at a checklist really quickly. I don't think we have anyone behind us. Nope, we're good.
Departure Southwest 237, 3,300 for 7,000.
Let's take a look. I'm going to pull up my,
I maintain 15,000.
my quick reference handbook here for the PMDG 737. Let's see what it's saying for takeoff configuration here. It'll tell us everything we need to check. So for takeoff configuration, it's 15.1. I don't think PMDG was able to put this out with the 737 in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 for whatever reason, but okay, takeoff config, if installed in an operative on the ground, the intermittent cabin altitude configuration warning horn sounds and the takeoff config lights illuminate when advancing the thrust levers takeoff thrust. Assure correct airplane takeoff configuration. Okay. So let's just double check that. Am I missing something here? So we are at flaps 25. Park and brake would need to be off. Speed brakes are down. I think we're good. I don't see anything that's wrong. Now it's working. So I don't know what it was reading. Maybe the speed brake wasn't down all the way. But that's why you do that that check as a captain. As you're rolling up to the runway, just advance the thrust levers. It'll tell you if there's something that's keeping the aircraft from being configured for takeoff. So looks like we're good. Let's go ahead and run the before takeoff checklist. Runway position 19er. Flaps 25 green. Navigation briefing complete. Takeoff warning checked. Auto throttle arm. Engine start switch is continuous. Transponder TA, RA, and flight attendants notified, acknowledged. We're showing them ready for departure. Before takeoff check completes. Jackson Tower, United 173 holding short runway 19er.
United 173 Jackson Tower, runway 19er, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 19er, United 173. Okay, we're clear for takeoff, runway 19er.
Delta 237.
Final looks clear.
Center, Seattle
Let's get the lights on.
135.15.
135.15, Southwest 237.
If I can click the right buttons. There we go. Here we go. Don't see anybody on the runway either, which is a good thing. Alright, this is going to be a fun takeoff. At least
237, Seattle Center, climb and maintain.
a good view of the mountains. Like I said, as a brief, no HUD on this takeoff. I'm just going to do it without the HUD for this one. I'm going to use the full length of the runway though. Because we need every bit of asphalt for this summer takeoff. It's actually showing on that windsock, the wind's shifted. Alright. Okay, here we go. Runway 19er is verified. Headings all look correct. I have controls. Turn and burn, that's right. Here we go, Aviation Geek. 40%. Stabilized and toga. We are rolling.
8 knots.
Check throttle hold, thrust normal.
Rotate.
Ooh, look at that. We're off.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. And LNAV
United 173, contact departure.
at 173, good day. There's 1,000 feet, VNAV. Departure United 173, 8,000, climb at 15,000 via the Alpine 3.
United 173, Salt Lake Center, climb maintain flight level 340.
Climb maintain flight level 340, United 173. Alright, let's set all the way up to 340. Is set, 34 set. And flaps 5. Look at this flap retraction schedule, this is crazy. I don't think I've ever taken off flaps 25 before. Alright, flaps 1. But that's part of the mountain experience. Alright, we'll keep accelerating and a little bit of turbulence out here. Flaps up after takeoff checklist. I'm going to leave the continuous ignition on right now for the turbulence with the mountains. Then turn the APU off. Alright, after takeoff check, flaps up. Landing gear up, off, packs, auto. Let's take a closer look at the pressurization. Looks like everything's looking good. Perfect.
Walk 380 Seattle ground, runway 16 left.
Switch panel check,
activate
insert
Bravo
switches are continuous and APU off. After takeoff check complete. Let's take a quick look outside. There's 10,000 feet. Go ahead and give the flight attendants the bells. Absolutely beautiful out there. You can see off the nose as we're climbing down the valley. Beautiful view from the back of the aircraft also. This would be quite the flight to take in real life. There we are, you can see we've Alright, Seppi the Gamer, yes, you have a question. What is your question? And I'm actually going to intervene our speed here. I'd like to get us up to 250 knots. Just for this climb above 10,000. Don't want to get us too slow here. Alright, so on the Alpine 3, yeah, I'll keep my eye out for your questions, Seppi, and I'm just checking out the departure chart here. Continue climb and hold pattern across. Expect further clearance to filed altitude 10 minutes after departure. So after Kickney, we can go ahead and continue on. I'm going to go ahead and we're at 15,000 now, so after Kickney, we'll continue on. So we're good on the altitude. And speed intervention's off. We're going up to 315 knots now. Perfect. We're set.
We're 131 Charlie off. Oakland Center, Roger. Descend at pilot's discretion. Maintain flight level 200. Monterey altimeter 2989er.
So something else to always be very aware of when you're operating in mountainous terrain like we are on this leg is what's known as the grid Mora altitude. So it's these maroon altitudes you see in each block of latitude and longitude on the en route chart. So that's the Mora stands for minimum off route altitude. So if you were to lose an engine, that would be the altitude you could descend down to and still be guaranteed of terrain clearance and safety. So right now, the lowest we could descend to is 14,000 feet for that, and here just a few miles will be 12,300.
173 contact, Salt Lake Flight Center 128.72.
128.72, United 173. All right, 28.72. Salt Lake Center, United 173, 16.6, climb in flight level 340.
United 173, Salt Lake Center, climb maintain flight level 340.
Climb maintain flight level 340, United 173. Seppi the gamer. Oh man, it looks like Streamlabs told you to. I'm sorry. Wow, we are having a crazy storm here. I don't know if y'all can hear that thunder. Actually heard it through my headset. It's the exact opposite of the weather you see outside here in Jackson Hole right now. And my dog's going crazy. Seppi, maybe see if it will let you type a shorter, like just a sentence of the question, and I'll try to keep up with it. Okay, so we're through flight 180 now. We're down to standard. I'll get the landing lights off. We'll get some music going. If I do lose power, I apologize. We'll come back. We'll continue with the next leg from Salt Lake if that does happen. So I have no idea. We're having some crazy weather in Middle Tennessee where I live this evening. Okay, that all looks good. I'm going to turn the continuous ignition off now. Get some music going for us. But yeah, Seppi, yeah, that's the Streamlabs bot. I can't really control what it's doing too well, especially not now once the stream started. So I would love to hear and answer your question though, for sure. All right, here comes some music for our climate cruise.
Walker 380, Seattle Tower, runway 16 left at Echo, clear for takeoff.
And I'll get the rings out so that we can see our next fix. So there's about 80 miles to the next fix, so it's a little ways out. This is a pretty short flight. I don't even know if we'll... I kind of wonder if we'll even reach our cruise altitude, honestly. gonna have to keep an eye on this.
Southwest 1448, release.
That was 1448. Send me the longitude to arrival. Landing south in the altimeter to 3041.
All right, so looks like our first altitude restriction on the arrival in
Longitude
is
arrival landing south for Southwest.
Weber at 12. Okay, got it. So from 34,000 to 12, that's 22, that's 66 miles out. So we'll see if we even get to level 340, honestly. We'll go ahead and get our landing, get the latest weather in Salt Lake City, ATIS, while we're continuing this climb. You always gotta work ahead on these short flights like this. So weather, it just came out about 10 minutes ago. It's a hotel, Salt Lake City. Winds are 320 at 4, so they are landing, but they're still arriving to the south. Okay, 320 at 4, 10 miles, clear. Temperature is 29, dew point's 3, and altimeter is 3009. And arriving 14, 16 left, 16 right, 17. So we'll plan on 16 right. That's what I'll request. We'll go ahead and run the data in PilotEdge really quickly. Salt Lake City 16 right.
Walker 380 Seattle departure at a contact, climb maintain 15,000. Turn left, heading 0909, unable to direct Yakima.
Alright, let's see, 16 right. This will be a nice long runway for us. So it's going to be a flaps 30 landing. VREF is 137, and V approach 144. Planned landing weight is 122.5, so that's spot on. Perfect. And landing distance is, let's see, required is 5,700 feet of runway. I'll check that on the chart here, but I know we have that on 16 at Salt Lake City. And we'll do an auto 2 land. 8239 is what we need for that. So 8,300 feet. All right, let's check that out on the. We'll go ahead and put the speed in here. So it's flaps 30 and 137. We do have a slight tailwind component today. And it's actually going to be +7 for that wind correction. There we go. It's all set. Wow, it's just beautiful terrain out there. Absolutely beautiful.
Walker 380, contact Seattle Center 125.1.
All right, let's pull up our. Let's go ahead and do that landing distance assessment really quickly. Looking at our 10-9 page, the airport diagram. So 16 right, Salt Lake is 12,000 feet. So plenty of runway. We needed 5,700 feet, and an auto 2 that's going to be 8,300 feet. So we're going to be rolling down here to the Bravo concourse, likely a left-hand turnoff at Alpha 5. So I'll brief that here in just a sec. So let's go ahead and get auto 2 set.
Whiskey, India, Golf, Lima.
And we'll get set up for 16 right really quickly. I'm not sure we're even gonna
Number 131 Charlie Alpha, when able, clear direct.
fully make it to
Whiskey
flight level
India, Golf,
340.
Golf, Lima.
Alright, 16 right, 111.9's the localizer. We'll get that set on both radio tuning units. Course is going to be 164. Let's tune that in. Seppi the Gamer, if you have a question, if it's longer, also feel free to join the Discord. There's a link in the description of the video, and I think Streamlabs, it's supposed to display that every now and then. I don't know if it has, but in the chat. But join the Discord, you can always ask on there also. Alright, let's go ahead and brief the approach. It's going to be Salt Lake City International, 4th October 1911-2, ILS 16 right. Localizers 111.9s in both RTUs. Radio tuning units, 164 course inbound set. On the glide slope at Bunker, we should be at 6,000 feet. Runway elevation's 4223. We have 4250 set in the landing altitude window. The MSA around Wasatch VOR is 8,600 to the northwest, 11,000 to the northeast, 12,700 all other quadrants. Now let's check out our legs really quickly. So after the arrival, which I guess we can look at that really quickly too. I think it had us picking up at Carter, yeah. So Carter, expect landing south, expect it 15,000. I'm actually going to put that in.
73 cross Carter at 15,000, Salt Lake landing south, altimeter 3010.
Cross Carter at 15,000, 3010, United 173. Alright, I'm actually going to set that in really quickly. 15,000 at Carter, execute, and it's time to begin our descent. So let's go ahead and do that. Altitude holds, and I'm going to set in 12,000. There's 12,000. And hopefully it's going to start us down. There it goes. Perfect. I think it's going to start us down. Oh, VNAV got kicked off, that's why. There we go. Let's monitor this and make sure it's working. Yeah, we're going to need some serious actually level change really quickly and make sure it gets us going.
Charlie Alpha, contact NorCal approach 121.3.
121.3,
And center United 173. We're vacating 310 for Carter at 15,000 now.
We're United 173, Roger. November 131.
Alright, that's our altitude alert.
Expect the visual approach.
Just set a lower altitude.
Left, descend and maintain 6,000 whiskey's current.
I see, we're having to do a max descent in order to get down. You can see we probably should not have accepted that flight level 340 from the dispatcher. We did not make it all the way up there, obviously.
1448, contact Denver approach 120.
I guess that's the Great Salt Lake off the nose. Looks beautiful.
12035, Southwest 14.
And we are in a steep descent, and that's going to get us at Carter. See the green banana bar? So we have to descend it like 5,400 feet per minute right now in order to reach that with the flight spoilers deployed. Look at this from the back. I mean, we are screaming down.
Southwest 1448, Denver approach, Denver altimeter 3042.
Alright, let's continue this briefing.
Field just flipped to north.
Approach briefing.
Expect the visual approach.
We're getting ready to verify the legs. First one was Carter at 15, then I expect Weber at 12. Then vectors, and then we said, it's
Southwest 1448, and expect vectors to the, from where you are. I don't think you'll have enough time to get the transition loaded in.
well, we have Beehive at or above 7,500, Bunker at above 6,000.
Southwest 1448, lighting 110,
right,
descend and maintain
and then
12,000.
Published miss, climb to 4,800 and climbing right turn. There's our turn. Cool. To 8,100 on 300 heading outbound to the Wasatch VOR 249 Stacko intersection and hold. Yep. Transition altitude is 180, which is coming up shortly. So 3009. Let's go ahead and get that set for our altimeters.
United 173, contact approach 135.5.
1355. No, 173. All right, 35.5.
Approach Southwest 1448. You said 35 left for the approach.
I said 35 right. If you want 35 left, that's available.
35 left, if 35 left if possible.
What do you expect? ILS runway 35 left approach.
Left
Beautiful
35
approach
left
in here over the
expected.
mountains, though. That's all approach. United 173, 15.8, descend across Carter, 15,000.
United 173, Denver, correction, solid approach, descends and maintain 12,000. Expect visual approach to runway 34 right. Correction. Visual approach 16 left.
Alright, send 12,000, and we'd like to request 16 right, and also we have hotel.
Roger, expect visual 16 right and India's current, nothing.
We'll pick up India and 16 right. Yeah, 173, thanks. Alright, we're just going to use VNAV now to get down to Weber at 12. So, speed brakes are back in. 3009 set on the altimeters. Let's go ahead and get all our lights on. Also, I'm going to bring the music down, since it's going to be getting pretty busy here.
For 1 Charlie Alpha, turn right, heading 360 vectors for descent.
360 vectors descent, 3 Charlie Alpha.
Go ahead and turn continuous ignition on since we're down in the thick of it here. So descent check altimeters 3009 is set and cross checked minimums. Actually, I didn't set those. I will, just technically I should. Though it's VMC, and it's going to take forever to roll the window up where it's supposed to be. So here I am rolling it up. Like we said, the minimums are at 4423. 4423. I think the only thing I didn't brief fully is our exit plan off the runway. Let's get that after I get this barrow knob set here. 4423. There's 13,000 or 12,000. This is with holding down shift. I guess in real life you could just give the knob a good twist and you'd cover a few hundred feet with a good twist. Alright, we're almost there. 4423 is now set. So minimum's barrel for 4423 cross-checked. Landing data is 3137. Push reef, stand by. Let's do our
1448, 10 degrees right.
Degrees right, Southwest 1448.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and start slowing us down now, because this is gonna be a slam dunk, I think. There we go, 250. Slow it back. After we land,
Charlie Alpha, turn left, heading 200.
left Alpha 5. It's a hot spot there. Hot spot 3. So we just have to look on 10-9 Alpha. Hotspot 3 is aircraft exiting ramps 1-2 on taxi Alpha 4 Alpha 5 Western Sure onto taxi Alpha Bravo 9 or 16 right. Okay.
Thanks, 5x5.
Right, thanks for the help.
And we're parking at gate Bravo 16 today.
Traffic.
So we'll be on the left. We'll take the north taxi lane. Alright, calling for traffic 600 above. Looking for them.
Charlie Alpha, advising to get the field inside and the turnaround will be at your 12 o'clock and 16 mile.
I don't see them.
November 131.
We have the airport in sight. I'll go ahead and report it. And approach United 173 has Salt Lake International in sight.
United 173, clear visual approach, runway 16 right, contact Salt Lake Tower.
Clear visual 16 right and contact Salt Lake Tower. United 173. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set our final 6,000. 6,000 sets. There we go. Slow it back. This is going to be a slam dunk. That's what we do.
Box 380, when you get back, contact Seattle Center 132.
Alright, tower is going to be 13265 according to the approach plate. 13265. There we go. And let's go flaps 1, flaps 5.
Charlie Alpha, contact Monterey Tower.
Contacting Monterey, there's your ramp.
That's Salt Lake Tower, United 173, visual 16 right.
United 173, Salt Lake Tower, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 16 right, and 173. Gear down. I'm actually going to slow down, then we're going to go down. So
November 131, Charlie Alpha.
we'll slow us all the way back to our approach speed, which is 144. Alright, let's go flaps 10. Flaps 15. Flaps 25. Flaps 30. And alarm approach mode.
That's 1448, turn right, heading 170.
170, Southwest 1448.
Alright, approach check, flight nav instruments are verified. Cabin notification complete, altimeters are 3009 are cross checked. And check gear down, flaps 30, green lights, speed brake armed, engine start switches continuous, land check complete. Alright, this is just a trick for slam dunking in most transport category aircraft. If you slow down first, get all your drag out, you have a better chance of getting down and getting stable at that final approach fix. You can see we're showing getting to 6,000, pretty close to that final approach fix of bunker now. So slow down, then go down. That's the phrase to remember when you get slam dunked like this. Because you buy yourself a lot more time when you're flying slower over the ground. Aviation Geek, that felt like a 30-minute flight. Yes, it is a very short flight for sure. Very short flight. Let's see, 7 the gamer. I think I know what the problem is. It might be the mods I have messing with the new sim update. Okay. Looks like I'm slightly to the right of the localizer here. Get us back over. Just gonna focus on our flying here. We're still coming down at a pretty steep descent. So by 1,000 feet, here's glide slopes alive. So it looks like we should be able to get it under 1,000 feet per minute when we get to 1,000 above field elevation, which is what we need for stable approach criteria, and also get back to our approach speed of actually 144. All right, you can see the pappies are looking good. We're right on path now. So reducing that vertical speed, getting some trim in. Just gonna let auto throttle get us nice and stabilized. We are cleared to land. All right, and look, we're right on target, ready to roll. Slightly low, flying up. Auto throttle's coming off. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do.
500.
I hit the wrong button. I hit the toga button on accident.
400.
So 144 is our the approach speed. It reset some speeds on us.
Approaching minimums.
I didn't get the replay going on this landing.
200 minimums.
Insight, continue, but we'll get one for some other ones.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Man, it's floating. Oh, I thought I already had the nose wheel down. It's 80 knots, coming up on the brakes.
And Charlie Alpha, 28 Local Foxtrot, Jet Center.
Number 1 Charlie Alpha, taxi departing via Alpha, that's frequency.
Alpha with you, 3 Charlie Alpha, good night.
Alright, let's see here. Where are we getting off at? This is Alpha 4, so we went 1 south of what we were planning on. That's okay. Nice. Thank you, Aviation Geek. Thank you. That was a fun slam dunk approach for sure. All right, I'm gonna make sure we get ourselves completely clear. This is a long aircraft, and then I'll stop us.
148, turn right, heading 22. Correction,
right here.
Turn heading 260.
Let's go ahead and do the after landing check with the flaps up,
Southwest 1440.
speed brakes down, air lights all set here. We get the APU started. We're not moving right now.
1448, correction, maintain 210 knots.
Don't need our window heats, probe heats, any of that right now.
1448.
Take us back to transponder. Let's do the after landing check, and then I'll give them a call. Engine start switches off, flaps up, speed brake is down, and radar off. After landing check complete.
That's 1448. Continue the right turn heading 320.
320 Southwest 1448.
Tower United, Salt Lake Tower United 173, clear 16 right, Alpha 4, and we're taxiing on the south side of the Bravo concourse.
LS runway 35 left approach.
Then maintain 8000 cleared, ILS 35 left approach, Southwest 14.
We'll go ahead and get ground standing by. Ground for 16 rights, 123775. Looks like we're a little early actually, which is good. Alright, I'll get it standby. And yeah, they've gotten mad at me before for switching.
United 173, join Bravo, echo to parking, monitor ground.
Bravo Echo to parking, monitor ground, United 173. Here we go. Bravo Echo to parking. That taxi light on. We're actually going to be going in right away at this next right. 12375, we're monitoring. I'll pull up the airport diagram. Yeah, I meant to hit my auto throttle disconnect button on my yoke I have set up, and I accidentally hit the toga button. So you saw it moved the thrust levers all the way to toga thrust, and oh no. But we got it worked out. Alright, so we're going to be taking this right turn here, 2 west, and then I guess I need to, let's see, 10-9 Bravo. Yeah, that's the one I want to look at now. Bravo 16, okay. So here's the south, here is our turn. And this is a special scenery. I'm going to add the links to these sceneries in the video description for you all. This is one I actually had to download off the internet. It's a payware, but they update it regularly based on the construction that's going on at the actual airport. So from what I could tell, this is what the airport looks like as of July of this year, 2022. So pretty cool, actually. Think about it. And you can see they have the 2 west there, just like we were looking at on our ramp diagram and airport diagram. So cool. Alright, we'll be going to Bravo 16. So it should be there soon. There's Bravo 4. You know what? I wonder if... Well, I'm not even going to try to load GSX right now. I wonder if they'll have a marshaller for us there. And look, see, they have the construction fence where they've torn down the old terminals and doing a lot of construction, so really cool. Definitely would recommend this scenery if you're wanting an accurate representation of Salt Lake at this time. Alright, here comes Bravo 16. Nope, there's no one here to park us. You know what, I'm going to see if... I wonder if I pull up GSX if it'll... Let's see, dock. Gate Bravo. Let's just see what it'll do here. I'm just curious. Bravo 16. No, follow me. Let's see if it'll say, okay, a marshaller has been dispatched to the gate. Oh, look at that. We have a marshaller now. Excellent. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm going to turn off the taxi light so we don't blind this poor marshaller. Alright, we're clear on the left and clear on the right. Here we go. Alright, here, wants us to line up. Alright, we're getting close. Alright, looks good. Alright, what's he saying to me here? He's waving his arms. Please cut engines. Okay, we can do that. Let's hit the park and brake. Let's get the electrics over onto the APU. APU gen is up and it's 115 volts, 400 Hertz, that's good. So we'll switch it on over. And I'm going to go ahead and swap the bleeds over to the APU also. Good. And shut down the engines, 2 and 1. Beacons coming off. ACARS report is needed. Looks like it showed us at 105 feet per minute for the vertical speed on landing. So I'll take it. Honestly, in real life, you don't look at vertical speed at all when you're landing, but you can tell if it's a bad landing. I'm just going to put I'll log my approaches here. Let's see, Salt Lake City, ILS. Actually, it's the visual 16 or 16 right. Slam dunk. I'm gonna write that in. All right. ACARS report is submitted. Let's go ahead and do the. I wonder if it's. Here, I'm gonna see if it will start deplaning. Request deboarding. There we go. Let's see what it does.
Deboarding requested.
Let's see if it does it for us. That'd be awesome. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do the shutdown check really quickly. We're actually going to be do a quick align here because we're going to be doing another flight. So we'll do a quick align of the IRSs here. We're going to be going on to Denver next after we do the shutdown check. I'll have y'all watch, do a standby video for a few minutes while I set up all the paperwork, get our flight plan filed with PilotEdge, and then we'll continue on to
passengers
to
deboarding
Denver.
Starting.
All right. Let's do the shutdown check. Park and brake set. Fuel pump switches. We're going to leave that left aft on for right now. As required, seatbelt signs. Definitely get that off. Window heat off. Probe heat off. Anti-ice off. Electric hydraulic pumps are the chocks in. No. LCD ground power, air conditioning unit. Alright, wheel chocks are, so electric hydraulic pumps are now, not the engine, electric, off. Air conditioning panel set, anti-collision light off, engine start levers cut off, transponder standby. Shutdown check complete. Alright, so that's it for this first leg, Jackson Hole to Salt Lake City. That was an eventful leg. In the debrief, I think some of the things that went well, we did work out the weight and balance issues with the takeoff, and we were able to get here slightly early, which is good. And one of the things to look out for in the future, maybe when the filed flight altitude does not make sense, like Flywheel 340 for that short flight, maybe get it amended. As we saw, we were set up for a basically 5,400 foot per minute descent just to reach that crossing altitude of 15,000 feet, and then it was a slam dunk in on that south arrival for the visual. So that's my debrief. I don't know if y'all have anything. Feel free to bring it up in chat. Appreciate y'all riding along. Let's go take a look at some of the passengers, and we'll do a quick walk around outside the aircraft, then get ready for the next flight here in just a second. So I'll get us some music playing, and we'll get rolling. Just say thank you to some of these passengers for choosing to fly with us today. We certainly appreciate having them on board, and most of all, appreciate having you all on board. So let's go say thank you. So we can go find them. Oh, there they are. Whoa, sorry about that. Need to slow this down a little bit. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So we'll stand here at the jet bridge. Thank our passengers as they come off. Y'all enjoy this view. And I'll start working on the flight plan on the side here. Oh, there's a cool view. Alright, I'm going to go work on getting the paperwork done, and I'll be back very shortly with y'all. Just enjoy the views, and it'll probably be about 10 minutes, so go ahead, take a break, bathroom break, grab yourself a drink. We'll be back in a minute, ready to go to Denver.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Do you want to deboard? Boarding requested. Passengers boarding starting.
Alright, fellow aviators, VREF Summer here. Welcome back for leg 2. Salt Lake City to Denver. And boarding is starting up here on the flight. We need to go ahead and get the aircraft completely set up and go ahead and get our clearance from PilotEdge Air Traffic Control. Do a quick walk around of the aircrafts before we get too comfortable here. I'll take care of the walk around on this leg as the captain. Sometimes the captain will do it, sometimes the first officer. It just kind of varies. And so this will be one of the ones where I'll do it. So let's go ahead and check it out really quickly. You can see it's just a beautiful exterior model of the 737 that PMDG has put together here. And so you can look up in the wheel wells. You even have the, I'm going to slow down the camera just a little bit. You even have the external power doors modeled well. Looks like the forward galley door is open. Looks like you can see the passengers coming on board. There they are. Awesome. Just waiting on the baggage carts, it looks like. Fan blades look good. There's the APU inlet there. We don't get too close to that. Nav lights are looking good. Inlets. Check out our tires. Back of the engine nacelles. It all looks good. There's a little bit of some coking or something going on right there.
Well, ready to send a pilot discretion, maintain 17,000.
So good right there. We can go up into the wheel well if we really want to, just to check it out. Look at this.
29905.
So cool how much detail they put into this. Pretty incredible.
And just about to get the weather at Sun Valley, and if you have an approach question.
Check out the back here.
Well, 3 Roger.
APU's running. It's like a tag team operation out today. We have Delta Airlines tug, a Frontier stairs, United aircraft. Crazy. All hands on deck out here in this construction-bound airport. Looking good out here. Nav lights, position lights looking good. And here's our engine number 1. Fan blades are looking in top-notch shape, which is good. Alright, let's hop on back up into the flight deck and finish up our... We'll follow this gentleman in. Watch our head. Alright, let's get on back up there. Very cool. Alright, so...
Southwest 237, contact.
We need to get the latest ATIS here in Salt Lake City. Refresh this, it's out, India. So that is, here I'll pull it up for you all so you can read it with me here.
Southwest 237, NorCal approach, roger.
Alright. Well, take off that
237,
flight there.
approach runway 30 left.
Salt Lake Center International.
Approach runway 30 left, Southwest 237.
India, let's see, it's 170 at 5 is the winds, 10 miles, clear, temperature 27, dew point 1, 3010 on the altimeters, and let's see, and they're just departing to the south, so we'll see which runway they give us. There's no telling. So I'll go ahead and close that back out. Excellent. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call them up, get the clearance. It was frequency is 127.3. That's what we're on. All right, here we go. Solid clearance. United 1853 to Denver with India.
United 1853, solid clearance to the Denver Airport, rugged 2 departure, Purdy transition, and then as filed. Maintain 10,000. Departure frequency 135.5. Squawk 5410.
At 1853, cleared Denver, rugged 2 departure, Purdy transition as filed. 10 10,000, departure 135.5, squawk 5410.
United 1853, read correct. Maintain 230 knots in the climb until advised.
Maintain 230 knots until advised in the climb. United 1853. All right, so that's a good note to have. 230 knots until advised in the climb. That's going to be a key thing to keep in mind. All right, let's go ahead and get our squawk code in there. 5410. There we go. 5410 is set, and 10,000 feet was our initial altitude we're cleared to, so I'll go ahead and get that set in here. And we're not due out till 25 past the hour. Well, it doesn't match there. It's 25 minutes from now, so that's going to be what, 53 or 03, 1703 on that clock. So. Okay, let's go ahead and load everything in the FMC down here, in the MechDo. So we got our route there, departing off runway, I'm going to guess it's 16 right again. That's what I'm going to request, actually, because we can't get over it with the scenery, more than likely. So we'll do 16 right, and it's the rugged 2 departure. And make sure, yep, that looks good. Rugged 2 departure, and it was the Purdy transition. Cool, got that all set. Activate, execute, and next. Direct camper. Kim Sparks, hi. Welcome aboard. Great to have you here. Thanks for dropping in and saying hello. Glad you're here this evening. Or whatever time of day it is where you're watching. Happens to be just after midnight where I am. So, good morning to you. And welcome to Salt Lake City. Longs 2 departure is what we pick up from camper there into Denver. So we'll go ahead over here to Longs 2. Longs 2, and wow, what are they landing right now in Denver? Let's take a look at the PilotEdge ATIS really quickly for Denver. They are currently landing to the north. So I'm guessing maybe 3. That's a good. Let's look at it together actually. Let's pull up our Navigraph charts. What runway do we think we're going to get in Denver?
Southwest 237, contact NorCal approach 121.3.
Could be runway 7, that'd be fun.
121.3.
Let's see.
337.
I'll go ahead and we're gonna need this chart. I'm guessing maybe 35 left. That'd be a nice one to have, right? Yeah, let's pick 35 left. As you see, roll out right up there by the terminals.
Break 3 arrival.
I have a feeling it's gonna be uncontrolled by the time we get there.
Southwest 237.
So I'll likely
NorCal approach, just gonna maintain 6,000.
transition over to VATSIM once PilotEdge goes offline for our last flight to Eagle County. Alright, there we are. Longs 2, camper, transition. That'll work. Let's go over to Perfinits now. 0 fuel weight. We are planning 124.2. That'll work. And reserve fuel for this flight. Let's see, we're planned to land in Denver with 8,000. So I'm going to say 1,000 less than what we're planned for. So 7,000. Cost index today is at 80. So we'll put that in and plan a cruise flight at flight level 350. And cruise winds, top of climb is showing 333 at 10. Put that in. Transition altitude still 180. N1 limit. We're gonna have to go do our Top Cat takeoff performance numbers. So let y'all go outside and check out some of the loading with GSX Pro while I run the Top Cat numbers. So stand by 1 second. I'll be right back with those numbers.
237 flighting 110, vectors to final.
I'll play a little music for us too while we wait. Alright, let's see.
We'll have lower for you in a couple, or further lower for you in a couple miles.
We have 141 passengers on board. That's pretty good. Alright, just get all the loads correct on here. Just takes a second. Here, I can actually pull it up so y'all can see it, I think. Yep, y'all can see it. Here we go. Perfect. This is our Top Cat. So Salt Lake City to Denver. Fuel on board is 14.9. Weighs 500 pounds. Taxi fuel. Planning to burn. Went to Denver. Planning to burn 6321. So let's go ahead and put that in. Perfect. So that takeoff, zero fuel is looking good. 124.3. Takeoff 138.7. Yep. Landing at 132.38. Yep. And it looks like we do have an alternate of Pueblo. So Papa Uniform Bravo. Alright, cool. Got that in. We're going to be taking off 16 right. Salt Lake City. Let's update the weather. Perfect. And we'll compute this.
Southwest 237 right to the airport and flight off.
The numbers are working. Great. I have to go pull up a takeoff report. Y'all can see that window. We'll write down the data, and then we'll get back in the cockpit and punch it all in. So it looks like it's going to be a flaps 1 takeoff for us today. We'll just have to be cognizant of tail strike possibility. So that's it's a big threat with that. But we'll try it just for fun. Typically I want to take off flaps 5. no special engine out procedures. Okay, that's good. All right, let's hop back inside. All right, we'll go ahead and pop in those numbers that we just calculated. So we saw that we do have a derated takeoff at assumed temperature of 48 degrees Celsius. So we'll put that in the selected there. And that's going to be our DTO plus 48, which matches up there. And speeds are going to be at, it will be flaps 1. Speeds are going to be 146 for V1, 147 for VR, and 147 for V2. CG, we calculated trims at 4.7. Let's go ahead and get that set really quickly.
Southwest 237, contact San Jose Tower.
Contact San Jose Tower with
It's going to take just a second, get all that down. We're at 5. There we go, 4.72, somewhere right in that area. Looks good to me.
Good evening, 337 currently on a right downwind for the visual approach from
All right, perfect.
Southwest 237,
so we have
30 left, clear to land.
About
left, clear to land,
16 minutes to our scheduled departure. We can leave up to 10 minutes early. So I think, let's see how the PAC-X boarding's doing. Surely we're getting close to being done. See if I can pull up the little dashboard thingamadoogie here. Open the in-flight, enter the IFE. I don't know if this is even working. Huh. I think I can hear them in the back. Let's see. Yeah, here's some noises. Wonder how the GSX Pro boarding is going. Oh, it just showed us up there. So, I don't know. Let's go ahead and do a quick departure briefing. We've already looked at a lot of this stuff, but current weather right here in Salt Lake, India's current, it's 3010 on the altimeters now. We got that set across the board. It's VMC conditions here. Denver, though, let's take a look at that really quickly. I'll pull it up on the sim brief, pull up the PDF for us, and get the window sized correctly so you all can see at home. And here it comes up on the screen. So this is our release, Salt Lake City to Denver. It's the correct United 1853. And the weights, like we said, that's all good. 124.3. We looked at all of that together. Fuel on board, plane gates 14.9, and we have 14.8 on board now. I think we're still running the APU. Yep. But we're going to leave it on at this point because we're about to leave. Min fuel for takeoff is at 14.4, so fuel is looking all good. Weather-wise, though, it's beautiful here. Over in Denver, weather's not as nice. At least it wasn't earlier. Looks like winds 020, 17 gusts 22, 9 miles, light rain, scattered 3,700, broken at 8,500. And there were some thunderstorms in the vicinity. East moved to the southeast, and lightning distant to the east and south. So it looks like up until looks like they should be out of the area though, because when we get there, forecast is winds 080 at 14, so we might be landing runway 7, plus 6 miles of visibility, thunderstorms vicinity, scattered 9,000 cumulonimbus, broken at 12. Pueblos are alternate, and they do have nice weather. 110 winds out of the southeast, southeast 12, plus 6 miles scattered at 10, showers in the vicinity, and ceiling up at 10,000. So that's good. NOTAM wise, we know about the NOTAMs here.
2262 ready for taxi.
Nothing I saw on the PilotEdge listing. They're not going to have all of these things similar. That's for real life. And Pueblo's going to be good
Southwest
also.
20, correction, Southwest 4262, Denver ground runway 25, taxi vehicle.
Let's look at our taxi plan really quickly.
Via Gulf, Southwest 4262.
Or going out to 16 right is what I'm planning. Here in Salt Lake City. So let's get this. So we're parked here at Bravo 16, so we'll push back. This area is all closed over here. So we'll be exiting on the north taxi lane to west. And then it's north taxi, likely on Bravo, right turn on Bravo, all the way up to Alpha 11, 16 right. And the only hot spot, as briefed earlier, when we're exiting the ramp, make sure we take that right turn on Bravo or Alpha, however we're cleared, and we don't go onto the runway at all. It'll be standard abort criteria as briefed earlier. Air return is going to be back here more than likely, and if we do lose an engine, it's runway heading. Let's see what the MSA altitude is in this area. It's 12,700, so we'll climb up to at least 12,700, and we can follow tower and approaches or departures instructions once we're 1,000 above field elevation, which is 4231. Let's go ahead and set our minimums window to 5321. That's our flap retraction altitude. So if we do lose an engine, we'll see that green bar
clear on taxiway Kilo.
remind us that it's time to level off, get the flaps retracted, and we can
right and join Zulu
accept vectors from
Cross 30 right and Zulu
air
departure.
traffic control at that point also. So 5321, that's set. And we'll also have it set pretty close for Denver. It'll be nice. Okay, perfect. That's all set up. For our clearance, we're squawking 5410, and it's the. I shouldn't have closed that out all the way. It's the Rugged 2 departure with the Purdy transition. As filed. So off of 16 right, it's a 164 heading. Let's get that set really quickly. 164 heading. Set. And actually want to look at this. 16 right. Climbing right, turn on a heading between 280 clockwise to 340 as assigned by ATC. So we'll see what they give us. Top altitude is going to eventually be level 230, and we have a 230 knot restriction on us as we climb out. So we'll need to remember that. So after our vectors, we go to Bubby at or above 11,000. Let's go ahead and step through these. Bubby. Then Rugged. Yep. Hearts. Basically, they want us to climb us up before they cross us over the mountains, it looks like. Where's Hearts? There's Hertz and then Purdy. Then we go direct to Camper. And then that's going to take us onto the Longs 2 arrival. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Get this pinned. So then we have Camper. Grays, Bike, at or above 270, Bivy, Vestal, Longs between 22 and 19. Which I want to get this data on here so we can see it on the navigation display. There we go. We have Flannel 250 between 21 and 16.
25, ready to go.
Dork between 15 and 17.
4262 Denver Tower.
And then Bash 210 at 13.
Alright, clear for takeoff, Southwest 42.
Oh yeah, wait, actually no, that's not right. Flannel, Dork, because we're landing south. Longs, Flannel, Dork. Then it was going to Helmet. Okay. That's weird. I'll have to check that as we get closer. Archie, Baba. At 250 knots, 14.7 Hyman. Yeah, I don't know that that's. Yeah, we'll check it. They'll give us our transition as we get closer. Progress page is showing a total distance of 380, and our release was showing a total distance of 400. So that's all looking good. All looking good. I'm just going to minimize that, take it on down. We know about the mountains out to the west, or to the east actually. Only other thing I kind of want to look at, what is our minimum off-route altitude, our grid Mora, as we leave Salt Lake and head to the east. So 13.3 it looks like initially. And we'll keep an eye on that in case we lose an engine on the climb out or cruise. It goes all the way up to 14,800 as we get over the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. So we will keep that in mind. Alright, let's go ahead and do, we'll do a few quick checks up on the overhead, make sure everything's looking good. We've already done our first flight of the day, so it's just some kind of housekeeping items. Just want to make sure we got our fasten seatbelt, fasten seatbelt sign, whoops, on. Wow, I'm having trouble here. Try this again. Let's see. All I need to do is take it down to on. There it goes. Perfect. Get our window heat back on. Pressurize our park and brake in. Make sure that's working. Okay, good. It is. Excellent. We've got a lot of doors open right now. We're going up to 35,000 feet like we said. So that's set. And land altitude in Denver is going to be a whopping 5,434.
Road departure, Southwest 4262.
5450. That'll work. All right, let's go ahead and run the pre-flight check. Interior and exterior inspections complete. Circuit breakers check. Nav and display switches are norm and auto. I should check my mask again. Norm and auto. Passenger signs on. Window heat on. Engine bleeder switches on. Actually, they're off now. Pressurization panel set. Pressurization mode selector auto. Mode control panel set. Almost not. We put the flight directors on.
30 Southwest 4262.
Mode control panel set, oxygen mask checked, altimeters 3010 cross checked. Light nav instruments checked, warning annunciator lights checked, speed brake down, takeoff warning is checked closed. Need to start levers cut off, stab trim cutout switch is normal, fire warning not required. Radios transponders set. Radar off, rudder and aileron trim free and zero. Park and brake set, windows closed locked. Flight attendant briefing complete, departure briefing complete. Logbook secure H is on board, and fuel required is 14.9, 14.8's on board. So, min fuel for takeoff, just as a reference, is 14.4. So that's pre-flight check is complete. And do we have everyone on board? That's what I'm wondering here. Let's see what GSX is saying. We're due out in. Boarding is completed. Excellent. So we're due out in 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and prepare for pushback and departure. This should get everything rolling here. We are clear already. They don't require any sort of a pushback clearance or ramp clearances on PilotEdge. Roger. Get all of that disconnected. I need to make sure doors are all closed. Close, 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 close. Excellent. Let's do the pushback check. Looks like we still have some doors open. Double check here. Yep. Cargo doors. Alright. Alright, pushback check. Doors closed, hydraulic panel set, fuel panel set. Yep, no fuel in the center tank.
Walk straight to Haley Tower.
Flight deck door closed, lock, and transponder. Transponder. Pushback check complete. Alright, we're ready to go.
Haley Tower, hello, Walker 380, level 11,000 on X-ray 31.
Walker 380, Haley Tower, runway 31, clear to land.
Runway 31, clear to land, Walker 380.
You want to go nose to the left, tail to the right. Alright, brakes release, clear to push. Alright, let's start 2 then 1. Here we go.
Southwest 4262, contact Denver Center 133.67.
4262.
2.
The freeze overtime for Southwest 4262.
Low pressure. N1, EGT's good.
133.67.
3367 for Southwest 4262.
There's our 25%. And fuel flow, light up. Check these lights went out, the engine valve closed, the spar valve closed, lights went out. That's good.
They're Southwest 4262, 17,600.
Southwest 4262, Denver Center, climb maintain, flight level 380.
80, Southwest 4262.
Southwest 4262, just make sure you made the switch, looks like you're still on departure.
That's a pretty nice push. I must say I'm impressed. Glad GSX Pro's working here at this scenery. That's really nice. Alright. And let's go ahead and start 2 or 1 actually. Alright, brakes set. There they go. 2, oil pressure N1, EGT. Should be our fuel flow here. And light up. Well, those lights are off.
Unlocking gear.
See how they're doing outside. Cool. Alright, there's our starter cutout.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass been removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Thank you. Alright, let's check our generators. Get everything swapped over there. Alright, that's good. Pro heat's on. Alright. We're just waiting on the salutes. Where's our marshaller? Oh, there he is. Yep, got our salute. Alright, give him a salute back. Excellent. The gear pen, we're just waiting on him to go ahead and clear. If he will. There he goes. Let's go ahead and run the, so we're all clear, let's do flaps 1, watch your knees. We'll run the after start and taxi check while we wait on the ramper to clear. Alright. Have start check, generators on, Pro-P on, anti-ice standard, air conditioning panel set, recall, checked auto brakes RTO, taxi check flaps 1, let's check the position, 1 green light, takeoff speeds 146, 147, and it's 147. Let me set that here in the speed bucket. Thrust is DTO plus 48, stab trim 4.7, and flight controls check, taxi check complete. Here we go. We're clear on the right, ramper is clear now, clear left, here we go. And we're off. Leg 2. Pretty busy day here at Salt Lake International, I must say. Alright, let me make sure I have ground active for when we exit the ramp up here. It's actually pretty cool. I mean, this aircraft taxis pretty well at idle thrust, as long as it's not super heavy. Obviously, we don't have a ton of fuel on board, so it's not all that heavy. So ground on the west side for 16 right is going to be 13265. One, 3, 2, 6, 5. There it is. And then tower is going to be one. Whoa, that's tower. Ground is 12377. 12377. Takes a while to get through all these numbers. There we go. 12377. Got it. We're approaching spot 2 west. Okay, here we go. Solid ground, United 1853 approaching 2 west with India.
United 1853, Salt Lake ground, runway 17, correction 16 right, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 16 right, taxi via Alpha. United 1853. Alright, 16 right via Alpha, so that'll be the second right hand turn. I don't know where this aircraft is going. Give way. Looks like they're turning to their right. Okay, excellent. Alright, green light auto brokers, big up everyone. Thank you, thank you. Hello to you also. Glad to have you aboard for this, well, for me, a late night stream, very late night, but it's a lot of fun. Beautiful part of the world here in the western United States. Alright, we're heading out onto the active taxiway. I'll get this taxi light back on. Clear on the right, clear on the left. What we know about the aircrafts to the left. We're going to be taking the second right here. We already had clearance, so right turn on Alpha. Here we go. Glad you're on board. Green light auto brokers. Very awesome to have you this evening. Alright, we're gonna have a little bit of a taxi all the way down. Min fuel for takeoff was was 14.4, so we're going to be pretty close to that by the time we get down here. We'll keep our speed up slightly just so we can stay on schedule. This is going to be fun. By the time we get to Eagle County, I'm really going to be running on fumes, so it should be an exciting approach. If you're still not awake at that time, you might check the replay later on tomorrow or later in the week, because we'll see. It could be interesting for sure. All right, I am going to go ahead and just kill the APU. Sometimes I'll leave that on. It's nice to have it as a third generator. If you have an engine failure.
Walker ready to taxi parking today.
Go to parking, we'll see about it.
Thanks, appreciate it. Absolutely, green light. Absolutely. Hey, and I say this to all the crew members that jump on board here. If y'all have anything to say, you see anything that seems weird, you are crew members on this flight. Be sure to speak up in the chat and let me know. Or if you just want to talk about fun stuff, hey, absolutely, love to chat and get to know you. Especially talk about all the cool stuff we have here in flight simulation these days. I'm going to go ahead and do our navigation briefing really quickly while we're on this straightaway with some time to kill. So we're taking off runway 16 right out of Salt Lake City. It's be a flaps 1 takeoff. Speeds are set at 146, 147, 147, and that's set. The bucket trim is at 4.7. Our level off is at 10,000 initially. It's 250 knot airspace, except we are instructed to maintain 230 knots on the climb out until advised. So that's a threat we'll need to keep in mind. On the Rugged 2 departure, let's pull that up. Let's verify some fixes, just make sure everything looks good right off the bat. We should get a heading out to the, so you should get a heading between 280 and 340 clockwise, so out to the northwest basically. And then we'll get back towards Bubby at or above 11,000. So that's what we have in the Mech 2. That all matches up. So at 400 feet, there'll be a heading mode to the assigned heading per ATC. And then we'll climb at 230 knots up to 10,000 feet. Top altitude on the departure will eventually be 230. And standard abort criteria. Anything else to add? Green light. Anything else to add? Kim Sparks, Aviation Geek, Seppi the Gamer. Y'all have anything? Go ahead and chime in before we get going. All right. Looks like our flight attendant is ready in the back. Green light autobrake. A quick question: why flaps 1? Well, I know typically I take off flaps 5, but I ran optimum performance numbers that showed flaps 1, and I'll just have to be very aware of the tail strike danger. So I'm going to try it out in this flight, just to fly it with the flaps 1. So that's why we actually had flaps 25 going out of Jackson Hole, which was crazy because of the high altitude, short runway, and the warmer temperatures. So that was fun. That was fun. Let's see, I am going to do the HUD here. Let's see, we have, I'm not sure what these aircraft are. They're AI or a little bit of a line going out. Green light autobreakers, thumbs up. Alright, cool. Yeah, I know typically flaps 5 is what's preferred, especially in this 800 and 900. So please refrain from, wow, that Streamlabs bot is very aggressive tonight. Apologies, green light autobrokers. I'm gonna have to work on that thing because I had no problem with what you said or the emojis. Alright. Well, we'll let these aircraft do their thing. A lot of Delta here in Salt Lake City, obviously. A lot of Delta. So 16 right's definitely on the sign there. And we'll just wait our turn in line, just like it's like in real life. This is what it's like when you go to these hubs. I'll set our park and brake. And we'll get the HUD set up. We are going to use the HUD on this takeoff. So normal elevation is 4223. We'll get that set. Let's go over to elevation 4223. Entered, and then the length is 12,000. Just for fun here. 12,000. Excellent. Alright, that's all set. Alright, cool. We're number 3. Yeah, Greenlight Auto Brokers, I'll get that Streamlabs bot fixed. It's it did something to Seppi the Gamer earlier too. Didn't like something. Said he typed a response that was too long or something. So yeah, I'll mess around with that. I'm not gonna fool with it while I'm streaming, obviously. So all right. I'm going to switch this over to tower now, 132.65, and departure is 135.5. So we'll stop right here, get our park and brake set. 135.5. Hold down shift, 135.5. There we go. Yeah, cool. Thanks for the smiley emoji. Man, look at this guy. He's like drifting. There he goes. Awesome. Make sure I got this right. 16 right is 13265, 1355. That all matches. Cool. All right. Approaching the runway now. I'm pretty sure these are just AI aircraft that we're seeing. Definitely don't hear him talking to tower. Alright, let's check our takeoff config. That's all good. TARA. And they're rolling. Salt Lake Tower. United 1853, holding short 16 right.
United 1853, Salt Lake Tower, turn right, heading 295, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Right, 295, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff. United 1853. Okay, so it'll be a right turn heading 295. Let's get that set really quickly. 29. That's as briefed, so it'll be heading mode at 400 feet. We're at 14.4, our min fuel for takeoff. Perfect, we're right there. And let's do the radar clear for takeoff, so I'll get all our lights on. And we'll takeoff check runway position. 16 right, 16 right. Flaps 11 green. Navigation brief complete. Takeoff warning is checked. Auto throttle armed. Engine start switch is continuous. Transponder TARA flight attendants notified. For takeoff check complete. And we're looking for a heading of 164. Line up, that's what we have. Runway 16 right verified. I have controls. Here we go. %, and toga. N1 toga.
80 knots.
Check. Throttle hold, thrust normal.
V1
Nice slow rotation. That tail strike is a real possibility.
Positive rate of climb.
You're up. Alright, heading mode. And
1853, contact departure.
1853, good day. And speed and prevention to 230 is set. And autopilot's coming on. Autopilot's on. Departure United 1853, 6,600, climb at 10, 10,000, heading 295, speed 230.
United 1853, departure, radar contact, climb maintain flight level 230.
Climb maintain flight level 230, United 1853. Alright, let's set 230 in. 230 set. Alright, flaps up. After takeoff check, HUD's coming up. 295, climbing at 230 knots, perfect. We'll leave the continuous ignition on since we're climbing up over the mountains right now. And for after takeoff check, showing flaps up, landing gear up and off. Packs, auto, let's check our pressurization really quickly. Cabin is climbing normally. Everything looks good. Engine bleeds on. Pressurization panel, check engine start, switches continuous, APU off. After takeoff check completes. Alright, let's get a quick view outside the aircraft. Maintain 230 knots.
Bobby, resume normal speed.
Direct Bubby, resume normal speed. United 1853. Alright, I'll go ahead and start turning us to Bubby. And there's Bubby. Execute. LNAV. Normal speed. Here we go. We're through 10,000. Perfect. It's been beautiful weather though, I will say that on the flight. We are flying over the Great Salt Lake. Cool views from the back. There's the airport. And like I said, I'll put a link to the scenery that I have been using for the airports in the description of this video afterwards. And all four of the airports we're going to today are payware scenery that are either available online or in the Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace for PC. Alright, got a few targets here on TCAS. Looks like they're both below us, likely flying in. So I don't see them out my window, but... Alright. So we do have a target that's 300 above. Should be climbing up above them here soon. Yep. So we reached our climb speed, so now we got a 2,300 foot per minute climb rate, which is good. So yeah, they're below us now. Perfect. Still don't see them out the windscreen, but out the inside the windshield here, but it's difficult to spot aircraft in real life too, for sure. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get some music playing in the background now that we're above our sterile flight deck altitude. And well, we can enjoy some cool music to help set the scene. Some beautiful mountains here just to the east of Salt Lake City though. So here on the world map, you can see we're going over late.
United 1853, contact Salt Lake Center 135.77.
3577 at 1853. Salt Lake Center, United 1853, 16-7, climbing flight level 230.
United 1853, Salt Lake Center, climb maintain flight level 350.
Climb maintain flight level 350, United 1853. Alright, all the way up to our cruise
4262,
altitude of 350, and that is set, 35. Greenlight Auto, is that VRF server? Did you put your igniters to auto at 10,000 feet? No, I've left them on due to some turbulence over the mountains. You can see we're picking up a little bit of turbulence right now. So once the air smooths out a bit, I'll turn the continuous ignition off. I was just anticipating a little bit of turbulence as we climb out here from the area. So that's the reason I've left the continuous ignition on. But thanks for asking. Absolutely. Let's help get the first officer set up a little bit better over here. Get him some terrain, or her. Alright, we're going through flight level 180 now, so standard on the altimeters. Let's do our climb checks, get the lights set. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty well with the turbulence. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn off the continuous ignition. And climb check altimeter standard, cross check, climb check complete. Go outside. And nice music, by the way. I like your thought process. Really good job. Thanks, Greenlight Auto Brokers. Appreciate the kind words, my friend. Thank you so much. I'm really loving this scenery. Can't beat the eye candy at Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I mean, it is absolutely incredible. And as you see, it's just mountains and mountains and mountains for miles and miles all around us. Alright, I'm going outside the aircraft, so it might get a little loud, I'm not sure, but here we go. Gonna use the drone view, get some crazy shots. Let's see, I'm gonna slow it down just a bit. See if I can't get a good screenshot. We'll go back in. Kind of wish there were some clouds around for a screenshot. Not gonna take that one. It's too nice of a day out here. See what I think is that the Wasatch Range that's just to the east of Salt Lake City. Anyone that maybe has local knowledge. Appreciate no, I believe it's the Wasatch Range though. It's over Colville, Utah. Alright, let's hop back up front. Alright, so we just crossed Hertz with 11,800 pounds of fuel. Let's take a look at our release, see what we were planning to have at this point of the flight at Hertz. So, get that set up. Get the release showing on your end. Here it is. Alright, so Hertz, 11,800 is what we have. And we were planning to have 11.6, so we're about 200 pounds ahead of target. That's good. So I'm going to add a little comment there. Well, I think there's a way to draw. I know I've done it before. I don't know where it is. But, yeah, here we go. Draw. So we had 11.8, so I'm going to put that down. 11.8. Alright, so we're +2. Or +1 really. Perfect. But yeah, it's definitely important. Gotta keep our eye on fuel just in case we had a fuel leak. I do have failures turned on, so we could have random stuff happen to the aircraft. So you definitely want to make sure we're not getting lazy up here. Miss something. Or I guess you could potentially have a fuel leak. I haven't even looked. Let's see if that's even in here in the PMDG settings. I believe it is. My monitor just turned off. I'll turn it back on. Sometimes it auto shuts down on me. So I gotta wait on it to fire up. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. So let's see here. Aircraft failures. Let's see, is there a fuel? Yes. Let's see if they have fuel leak. Yep, so you could have a fuel leak. So, yep, definitely want to be keeping an eye on your fuel. That's so cool though. Alright. Yeah, just the beautiful summer landscapes of Utah. Looks like there's a little bit of fog out there, or some dust or something. I'm honestly kind of wondering if live weather's even working. I haven't seen a cloud anywhere, but maybe that's the way it is. It's just a slow, fast climb we're on right now. Only at 26.8, so still have 8,000 feet to go. Did any of you all get to check out the X-Plane 12 video? I know some of I was watching, I think it was Captain Canada yesterday, and he was playing the new X-Plane 12 time lapse. I was wondering if any of y'all saw that and what you thought about it. I mean, I'm excited for X-Plane 12 to come out for sure. I don't know if I'm going to play it a lot right at first. I think I'll let the bugs get worked out. You know, but I'll definitely plan to stream some from X-Plane 12 too, because I really liked X-Plane 11. It's just, it's tough to beat these graphics here. Greenlight Autobrokers, you saw it? You saw the trailer? Yeah. What were your thoughts on it? Be curious to hear. Like maybe I'll play it here for us. We can check it out together too once we get up to cruise. Yeah, excited for X-Plane 12. Yes, me too. I wish, you know, the perfect flight simulator. It would be these graphics from Microsoft Flight Simulator and then the aircraft of X-Plane. Because you can't beat, and the airport environments. I feel like the airport environments are top notch in X-Plane too. You just can't beat them. I could definitely feel like they are top notch. But looking forward to X-Plane 12.
Central aircraft, I'm now 0600 Zulu on pilot edge control position now closed. 5000 Bravo Charlie and Delta airspace procedure no longer in effect. All airborne aircraft operating IFR monitor 122.75. All airborne aircraft in class Bravo Charlie or Delta airspace. Monitor the affirmative advisory frequency. Pilot edge will resume operation at 1500 Zulu time.
Good night. Alright, so PilotEdge signing off. It was nice to have him while we did. I just, unfortunately I'm not able to get going early enough these days with my job and family responsibilities to do this whole thing with PilotEdge, but hey, at least we got half of it with PilotEdge on board. Awesome. So I might switch over to that sim for the last part. We'll see how it's going. Greenlight Auto Brokers, you saw a new one today, but I think that was a dev copy. A friend showed me some new picture of X-Plane 12. It looked totally different. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Well, if you have any, I don't know if you in my Discord yet, VRF Summer Discord, but if you have some pictures, feel free to join the Discord. There's a link in the description of this video, and there's a place to share some pictures. Also, aviation related stuff. X-Plane 12, that'd be awesome, man. Love to see it if it's something you're able to share. 'Cause I definitely love X-Plane. Yeah, ortho for the whole world. So how many gigabytes or terabytes does that usually take up? I don't know. Did you do ortho in X-Plane 11? I didn't do ortho, like the big ortho downloads. I did do the Orbix sceneries for California, Oregon, Washington, and Florida, but I know that took up a lot of space. But boy, does it make it look nicer. Okay, there's Purdy. We have 10,600 pounds. Let's check on our fuel really quickly. And I accidentally bumped the trim wheel. Hold up. I have a Honeycomb Bravo. Autopilot's re-engaged. LNAV, VNAV speed, N1, we're good. Okay, let's get back to where we were. So we were 10.6. Actually, hold up. I think it was 10.7 at Purdy. It was showing 10.9 at Purdy. I don't know about that. Let's say 10.7. Alright, here it comes. Let's check it out. Let's check our fuel. So Purdy was 10.7 and we were predicting 10.7, so it's pretty much spot on. Maybe slightly low because we were at 10.6 already. So there we go. RVSM altimeter check, that's a nice reminder. We'll go ahead and do that now that we're above flight level 280 for sure. Let's see, green light. Yes, I bought a 10 terabyte hard drive, but I was told that the 10 terabyte is more than enough. I'm going to buy another 10 terabyte to be sure. Okay, I was going to say, yeah, it's a lot of data to have on there. Looks like we have some traffic up ahead, 1,300 feet above us, en route to Camper. So I think they're going to be just 1,000 above. It looks like once we level off. And we'll do our RVSM altimeter check. So that's important. I mean, we're right here, guy, just aircraft just 1,000 feet or so above us. Alright, there is our altitude acquired. So we're showing 34,980 in the left, 34,980 in the center, 34,980 on the right. So they're all in perfect agreement right now. And our fuel at top of climb, 10.3. Let's mark that in our flight log. Alright, 10.3. Top of climb. So, see, it was projecting us to have top of climb before we got to Purdy. So, we had top of climb afterwards. It's kind of hard to write with a mouse. And 10.3. I'll just notate it right there. Okay. Looks good. Let's check on the latest ATIS at Denver, which I don't know if PilotEdge still puts those out even when they go offline. Looks like they did. This is the last one that was at 0522 Zulu. So I'll go ahead and write that down just so I have it. Winds were 110 at 16, gusting 28, 7 miles. Light rain. View at 4,200, broken at 8,000. And overcast 9,500. Temperature is 20, dew point 10, altimeter is 3035. So high pressure over there in Denver. Peak winds 160 at 28 knots at 515 Z. Wind shift 0502 and pressure falling rapidly. Okay. Arriving and departing runways 7 and 8. So they had switched to the ILS runway 7 and runway 8. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. That's probably what we're going to plan on doing. Secondarily, let me take this off. We're going to see if anybody's on VATSIM, because if someone's on mission controllers on VATSIM, I'll probably switch over to VATSIM. So your Discord, but can't find you. My Discord is 77 Alpha 777 Alpha 69er 79er. Were you able to click on the link in the video description here on YouTube? I think I have the link in there. Otherwise, I'll have to try to find you. Let me see what I can do really quickly. Let me see here. Green light. Also, for all of you on board, if you haven't already, I sure would appreciate if you liked the video, if you found any of it to be enjoyable, or you'd like to continue seeing more flight sim streaming in the future. The likes definitely help with the YouTube algorithms and keeping things relevant. Also, if you aren't already a subscriber to the channel, I would certainly invite you to subscribe. Love to have you on board as a subscribed member so you get all the latest content. And I try to stream at least every Friday night, and often I'll stream throughout the week too, and maybe put out some aviation related videos. So thank you all, each of you, for being on board this evening. And green light, I'm just saying that as I was hopping over to Discord to see if I can't figure something out here. And it looks like I do show you as a part of the group. Your name is 777 Alpha. So green light, welcome. I show you as a member of the Discord channel. Great. Glad to have you on board in there. So that's a great spot to, if you have any screenshots or anything to share. I know Aviation Geek shared some really cool pictures from Nashville International Airport. If you go in the Real World Aviation section of pictures, he had some cool ones he shared there, which I think I'll I might try to bring them up later on in the flight. But definitely, that's one of my favorite parts, is getting to see some of the content and other things that everyone else creates, or aviation pictures that you all find or take in your own adventures. Well, it looks like we're picking up the contrails of that aircraft that's 800 feet above us out there. So that's cool. Looks like they're slightly north of our course, which is good. And things have definitely dried out east of the mountains here. It's just still a really intriguing landscapes down below. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, check out some of these canyons. Wow. Let's check what our grid more is right now. Our minimum off-route altitude in this area. So I'll switch back to the high-end route chart. So out here it's 10,800 feet, but pretty soon, once we get to Nelson, that's when we get to that really high altitude stuff, 14.7 and 14.8. So we'll pretty much just plan on 14,800 as our minimum altitude we can descend to if we did happen to have a rapid decompression at this point. So that's something you got to keep in mind doing this mountain flying. Even though we didn't have the performance issues for takeoff out of Salt Lake like we did out of Jackson Hole, we do still have these en route considerations to consider. You know, one of the things I love about flying out west, though, is like look up to the north, you can see some really cool snow-capped mountains out there. Out to the west now, we're hitting the Rockies in Colorado, which definitely explains why 14.8 is the minimum off-route altitude up ahead. I'm gonna pop us on the nose for a minute so we can enjoy the scenery. Looks like the ticker at the top stopped working. I'm gonna try to get that working again, so stand by just 1 second or reset it. For whatever reason it does that, the Fly Live Studio. Sometimes it just freezes up, but I reload it, no problem. So let's see how it looks now. Just gotta get the call sign in. We're United 1863. There we go. Looks like it'll be working. Also get us some ATC up so we have a little bit more of that realistic ambience in the back. Some dimmer center. That should be good. Things are starting to get pretty slow though in most parts of the United States now. I think it's getting pretty late in the night. So we'll listen in, see what we can hear. Wonder if we're close to Vernal, Utah. See if I can get the airports up here on the display. It's somewhere out here. Let's see. Check your Discord welcome section. Okay, yeah. Let me go check that. You go check that really quickly. Thanks, green light. Definitely have a little bit of downtime on this leg. We will not have much downtime on the final leg over to Eagle County. All right. Oh wow. Green light. Those are some phenomenal looking pictures. I'm gonna share them right now if that's cool with you here on the stream. So let me see if this will. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna switch over. We're gonna look at this together. So green light. Auto brokers shared these pictures with X-Plane 11. So there's one, looks like a hangar. The lighting in the sky looks fantastic. You see there's a little bit of lighting here off the, on the hangar edge there. That's really cool looking. See the next picture here. It's like Syracuse, New York. Yeah. That looks nice too. You can see some of the lighting effects of the taxiway edge lights down on the grass. Another building, the cars. Yeah, X-Plane 12. Yeah, this looks nice. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that, green light. Really appreciate that. Absolutely. And yeah, I'd encourage anyone else, if you're watching this, even if you're watching the replay later, please go ahead and join the Discord. Love to have you share some of the cool stuff that you've found. X-Plane 12, P3D, FS98, Microsoft Flight Sim 5.0. I don't care if it's aviation flight related, simulator related. Love to see it. Alright, we're getting close to about 40 miles from our top of descent, so I think it's time we start thinking about what we're going to be doing. The approach. First, I'm going to see if anybody is online on MatSim in Denver. There's nobody online in Denver right now, so we're just going to stay in PilotEdge. I missed one photo of the taxiway. Okay, let me go back and find that. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna go find that really quickly. Give me 1 second. I'll pull up Discord again. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about. Okay, I got it up. Here we go. Let's take a look at it. Look at this. Oh, you can see it, even the little flowers in the grass. That is nice. I love the shading of the sky. I feel like I've always felt X-Plane 11 did a better job with night sky than Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 did, for sure. And Greenlight, apologize for the Streamlabs bot. I gotta get it modified. It's super strict tonight for some reason. So, but thanks for sharing these pictures. This looks great.
2923, not sure if it'll be any better. It's just a little choppy because of that weather down south. The other way you get.
Alright, I'm gonna hop outside the aircraft really quickly. so we can check out some of these views of the mountains. Here we go. Watch your ears. Green light. Am I a pilot in real life? Yes, I am a real life pilot. Yep. So I am not currently flying professionally, but I have flown professionally for over a decade. So I do have experience in the real world. Oh, looks like we just had an aircraft pass by. I see the contrail there. Let's see, where's the aircraft? Oh, there it is. Very cool. Alright, I'm having too much fun sightseeing. What sort of airports we passing by right now? Let's see. I actually don't know what these are. Like Kilo 33 Victor. I have no idea what airport that is. Are you ATP? Yes, I am an airline transport pilot. So I do have an ATP certificate. Yep. Alright, let's see here. I think I had saved Real World ATIS. There's a website you can go to. D-ATIS, that's what it is. We can get the actual ATIS right now in Denver. So here, I'll pull it up for you all to see. So this is a website that's available. It's D-ATIS. I don't know, if you search Real World ATIS, like you can see the actual digital ATIS that's sent out for the real airports, like when air traffic control is offline. So Zulu's current. This was about 30 minutes ago. Winds are, well, they were 350. So winds shifted to the north. 350 at 9, gusting at 21. 10 miles, few at 5,500. Scattered at 8,500. Ceilings at 13,000. Temperature's 2-1, dew point's 9, altimeter is still 3035. Peak wind 140 at 31, so it was like from the exact opposite direction. What, 15 minutes before this? So the wind's crazy over there, up there right now. Low level wind shear advisory is in effect. We need to see the arrival ATIS, not the departure ATIS. Looks like expect ILS, RNAV or visual approach 17 right. Okay, so they're saying 17 right now. Or we could just land on, I'm just going to do runway, one of the east runways. That way if it's north or south, it won't matter, it'll just be a crosswind. I'm just going to do that, it'll be fun. Let's see here. See, green light, what are you typed on if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, I don't mind at all. So I have a type rating on the Beechjet 400 and also, oh crap, let me see, give me 1 second. And also the CL65, so the CRJ 200, CRJ 700, CRJ 900. I have type ratings on those. So it's time for us to begin our descent. Go ahead and set in our bottom altitude of
3049, affirmative 2792.
At altitude intervention, 11,000 feet. So let's roll that in. Just having to kind of clear ourselves down this evening, but that's normal if you're flying late at night like this. I never turned off the fasten seatbelts on. That's fine. Very nice. Thanks, green light. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm very thankful to have gotten to do it. Wow, I gotta tell you, these simulators in the year 2022 they are so incredible, and are getting more and more realistic every year, especially with the add-ons you can pick up. And PilotEdge ATC honestly is about as close to the real thing as you can get, in my opinion. Like, it is excellent practice. Look at these mountains here. This is incredible. Alright. Well, GPS direct at night. Yeah, I guess I could. I could. I need to go ahead and run some landing data. I have not pulled up the plates on my end. I have a tablet that I use just to the side of my computer. I think we said we're going to runway. Yeah, we're going to land runway 7 tonight, just because it's fun. Alright, I'm going to get the landing data set really quickly. So I'm back at Top Cat. Green light, I would absolutely agree. VATSIM is getting better also. It is. I would agree with that. I love VATSIM. It is so difficult to guarantee you're gonna have somebody online. But that's fine because it's volunteer, you know. And PilotEdge, you definitely pay for the service. But I like PilotEdge because when I get on, I know I'll have a controller to talk to. Alright, so for runway 7 at Denver, VREF is going to be 142 this evening. The approach is 148. Planned landing weight is 132.3, so that's a good landing weight. That matches up with what I'm calculating here. Our required landing distance, 5,800 feet. And auto, go with auto 2, 80, 50 feet. Alright, cool. Let's check out those distances really quickly. Let's do a landing distance assessment, and then we'll brief up the ILS runway 7. Looks like we're going to bust our altitude here. We're not going to be below flight level 220, but tough. We're our own controller this evening, so I'm not too concerned. But I will bring the flight spoilers out just to help. Okay, so we have 12,000 feet of runway. That's a lot. That's really nice. Elevation is 5347. Set that up for the HUD. Length, like we said, is 12,000. That's set. Alright, excellent. And it's a 3-degree glide slope. Alright, perfect. Auto brakes will be at 2. And let's set our speeds really quickly. Flaps 30 and 142 for the VREF. And +6 as of right now for the factor. Alright, it's good. Everything's set up for this ILS 7 11155. I'm going to go ahead and get that in the radio tuning units. There it is in 1, 2, Approach course is, front course is, let's see, it's going to be 082. So on the captain's side, on the first officer's side here. There we go. Alright, looking at Denver International, 17th September 21, 11-1, ILS runway 7. Localizer is 111.55, set both radio tuning units. 082 course inbound is set. See it, Taylor, should be at 7,000 feet. DA, let's go ahead and set that up. It's going to be 55, 52. So let's take a second here. 55, 52 is set, both sides. And airport elevation is, touchdown elevation 5350, it's set in the pressurization window. MSA is 9,200 feet around Denver VOR. I'm going to go ahead and set, what is this, the longs 2, we need to do the runway 7 transition. So we're going direct Gilpin now. Execute. Here we go. And since we're doing our own thing, ILS runway 7, all the way out to Sarah. So we're at Gilpin at 14. We're not gonna make it, of course. Sarah's gonna be at or above 9. Here it is. Taylor at or above 7. And then runway 7. Missed approach, the published miss, climbed to 5,900. And climbing right, turned to 11,000 on a 193 heading and outbound on the mile high 202 radial to Signy and hold. Rise director ATC. So we have Signy there, 11,000 at or above. And Signy, like it says there, published 147 inbound right hand turns. That all looks good. Highest obstacle is a tower 5,955 feet out to the west of the airport. Happy on the right, miles are lighting. After we land on runway 7, it's a left-hand turn off. Look at Bravo 4, and Golf up to, we're parking at Bravo 12 today. So that's the Bravo North line. So 5 whiskey. Bravo North, all the way up here. Perfect. That's all set. Let's get our altimeters set. 3035. And our final altitude, let's see, 7,000. Let's set 7,000, and we're going to go direct to Sarah after Bash. There we go. Looks like we're already slowing down. I'm going to do a speed intervention here. We're going to slow to 180. Flaps 1. Flaps 5. Well, it's good to see the live weather is working. I do see the clouds out here now, so that's good. Take a look at the mountains off the right side of the aircraft. And Denver International traffic, United 1853, Boeing 737, 20 miles to the northwest, inbound, ILS runway 7. Denver. Looks like it's actually going to be the visual of the 7, because this is nice weather. That's Pikes Peak down that way.
Be a Mike Southwest 28.
418, follow southwest, Charlie November. Tell you what, southwest 2998, they're scooting. Follow the frontier from the right on the mic.
Follow frontier from the right on the Mike Southwest 2998.
418, number 1.
This thing does not seem to be on speed. I'm just going to take over. Level change. Let's get on down. We got our energy managed pretty well here. We're at 180 knots, flaps 5. So I'm planning to have us look figure before we get to that final approach fix of Taylor. So descent check. Altimeters are 3035. Cross check minimum. Vero. It's 552. Cross check landing data is at 3142. Approach briefing complete. Auto brakes 2. Seatbelt sign on. Pressurization panels set. And recall
there is no traffic
set.
behind you. You can roll down the mic.
Descent check complete. Approach check. Flight nav instruments are verified. Cabin notification. Go ahead and give them the bells now. Complete altimeters are 3035 cross checked.
So 1348, take 8.
We're going to Charlie November for 61, Charlie 61.
So the 1348, Charlie November, then call the ramp. Good night.
Charlie November, only on Southwest 1348.
Alright, there's the airport. Got the runway in sight. We're on base now, so gear down. Flaps 10. Glacius Gaming, thank you for your subscription. Glad to have you on board. Thank you so much. Alright.
Runner 418 on F kidding, runway 8 clear for takeoff, wind is 3305.
Go ahead and arm our low.
5302, we shall approach 1 left.
Go 5302, Denver Tower, runway 16 left, clear to land, wind 3405.
Glacius Gaming, howdy to you also. Thank you for your subscription. Glad to have you as a member here on the DRF Simmer channel.
Chip 97, text me a Mike, Bravo, November.
Alright, music's coming down so we can focus on the landing. And we'll have one more leg after this. A short little hop over to Eagle County. There's our view, our loc. And it looks like we're getting onto the glide slope, so approach mode is armed. And glide slope capture. There we go. I was searching up the airport I work at, and this popped up. Eagle County. Excellent. Well, that's where we're going next. So we're just coming in from Salt Lake City. And then we're going into Eagle County. So music is very, very nice. Thanks, Greenlight. Appreciate it. Alright, we'll do 160 here. And I'll slow us here in just a second.
3171 heavy, turn right up Mike 2 straight in and call the ramp. Good night.
3171.
Alright, there's our HUD. Like I said, our B approach is going to be 148. So I'm going to slow us on back to 148. So let's go flaps 15.
418, cut out departure, good night.
Our departure, 418, good night, sir.
And I forgot to go our lights on. We're clear to land. We're good to go. Let's roll. Flaps 25.
2,500.
And flaps 30. Landing check. Landing gear down. Flaps. Well, let's pick this up here. Flaps 30. 30. Green light. Speed brake arm. Engine start switches continuous. And check complete.
Let's go 5302, taxi via Fox, Charlie, Sierra, and call the ramp, good night.
Autopilot's coming off.
Southwest 2217, just double checking, I gave it to you. Runway 16 left, clear to land.
16 left, clear to land, 2217, thanks.
Thank you, Southwest 2998, contact departure, good night. Go to 5305, you ready?
Yeah, it looks like we definitely have a little bit of a right to left crosswind.
Turn right heading 180, climb maintain
So winds did shift to the south.
Takeoff.
They've been all over the place today. So we'll be wear wind shear and we'll go around if we need to. Denver traffic, United 1853, Boeing 737, 5 mile final, runway 7. Denver. Alright, auto throttle's coming off. Alright, I have the control of the throttles now. At least I didn't hit toga this time on accident. A quick hop, skip, and a jump from Denver. That's right, Glacius. It is.
745, can't remember if we talked. Runway 16 left, clear to land.
We'll take a look at it, all of it, once we get parked at the gate here. And looking forward to it. It's my first time going in there in the 737, so the 800 at least.
Traffic.
I don't see anybody outside.
Over tower, Southwest 745, visual 16 left.
Could be one of the aircraft taking off on the southbound runways, I don't know. So the wind has gone away for the time being.
500.
So 745 over tower, runway 16 left, clear to land.
400.
516 left, clear to land.
Southwest 2217 left, Fox 4, join Fox 4, depart.
44, tower 44,
Approaching
Southwest.
minimums.
Flying up.
200.
Southwest 2217, Fox, Charlie, Sierra, then call the ramp, good night.
Minimums.
Right side, continue.
100.
Now it's a left to right crosswind.
50.
Shifted.
40, 30. 20. 10.
Oh, we got a bounce there. That wasn't good. Let's get on the ground and there's our reverse thrust.
Contact departure 3362, tower 30.
Yeah, wind was
5305.
getting shifty there on that approach. 80 knots. I'm coming up on the brakes manually. There it goes. Okay, you have to like stomp on the brakes to turn them off with the PMDG. So obviously I would not stomp on the brakes like that in a real airplane. That'd be so bad. And we can taxi ourselves to the gate. Clear at Bravo 4 and Denver traffic, United 1853, clear at runway 7, Bravo 4, Denver. Alright, after landing check.
Southwest 745, Fox 4, Fox 4, depart.
Charlie 56.
Southwest 745, Fox, Charlie, Sierra, then call the ramp. Good night.
Fox, Charlie 7, ramp, good night. Southwest 56.
We are zooming.
Southwest 31, 2, 7 Echo for taxi.
Runner, I'm sorry, who was that?
Southwest 31.
There you are. Southwest 31, 50 feet over tower, runway, taxi via Mike.
Southwest 31.
Alright, let's pull up our airport diagram really quickly. I don't know that anyone else is even here on PilotEdge right now. Seems deader than a doornail on this frequency. Alright. We're hopping on. Oh, that's Salt Lake. But that doesn't look like the right airport. There we go.
Southwest 2342 to
We'll join
Victoria, runway
golf.
8 follow company. 8 follow company, Southwest 2342. Did you have Aegis Zulu?
And Denver traffic, United 1853 is on golf, taxiing to Bravo November to park at Bravo 12, Denver.
Low Tower, Frontier 778, runway 16.
Alright, let's run the...
Frontier 778 Denver Tower, hello, runway 16 left, clear to land. Wind is 30, correction, wind is 2607.
let's run the after landing check
Runway
officially now. Engine start switches are off, flaps up. Turn off the auto brakes. Speed brake down, radar off, after landing check complete. Alright. Bravo November. It's a couple more down. So we landed with 7,800 pounds of fuel. We were planning to have, let's see here, 8,074. So we burned a little bit extra when during the flight. That's all right. Wow, look at that view of the mountains out there. Beautiful. It's just such a nice day. I guess this is technically the weather
I was just about to call you.
in the middle of the night, Denver, but
make a right turn heading 180. You know what? Right turn heading
I'll just tell you, it's not much fun to
10,000. Runway click takeoff.
watch a live stream.
Right turn 230. Clear takeoff runway. What's that altitude for?
3152, climb maintain 10,000.
I'll turn that radio chatter down just a bit. It's not much fun to watch a live stream at night, is all I'll say. You can't really... It looks cool when you're actually at the computer, but if you're watching it, it's not always easy to watch. So... I just flew during the daytime for us this evening.
Southwest 1957, number tower, runway 16 left, clear to land, wind 2209.
Alright, here we are. It's clear on the right.
Southwest 2342, you had a question?
Clear on the left. Bravo November. Here we go.
Yeah, I was about to ask you because I just launched them.
And we're going to gate Bravo 12, like I said. I need to go ahead and go ahead and queue up the rampers there at Bravo 12. This is GSX.
They don't even have time to check to see what the weather is in spring. If you want to go, it's totally up to you.
Looks like it's not going to let us do that. We're going to go to Bravo 18 then.
Sounds good. Frontier 778, turn left, Fox 4, join Fox, park south side.
We're going to Bravo 18. Go to the green line. Glacius, you've seen Falcons just slip right on in like fighter jets. Awesome. They're at Eagle County. Oh no. You know what? I think... Hold up. I think we gotta go to the... I think I was confused here with... We're actually gonna be parking at a different gate. It's Bravo 25. Yeah, sorry. Get that set up. Bravo, if they have it on here, I hope they do. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. I think we just passed it, so we'll just whip around really quickly. Yeah, those Falcon jets are pretty cool. I actually saw one of my friends earlier this evening at the grocery store. He flies Falcons for a large retailer, national retail chain, and yeah, he loves it. The Falcon 2000, I think, is what he flies. All right, here we go. There's Bravo 25.
Southwest 3122, contact departure on 133.
Taxi lights off. Cool, here we go.
362, Southwest 31.
Clear on the right, clear on the left.
It's Southwest 675 over tower, runway 16 left, clear to land, wind 2207. Southwest 1957 left, clear, Fox 4, join Fox, take 8. Southwest 1957, taxi Fox, Charlie, Sierra, then call the ramp connect.
And it stopped on me. And these brakes are sensitive. I'm trying.
And somebody else call.
75 visual.
Alright.
675 over tower, runway 16 left, clear to land.
Get the brakes set. Alright, ready to cut engines.
Let's do it. Southwest 2342. Turn
That's
right
awesome. Thanks, Glacius. Yeah.
Turn right heading
Alright.
180. Maintain 10.
APU generator is online. Go ahead and get that on. Let's get the bleed swapped over. The APU really quickly. And let's see. Engine 2. Engine 1 coming down. Beacon is... Oh, I gotta fill out my ACARS report. Oh, you know what? Bravo 16 was the gate we were at in Salt Lake City. Yeah, that's what I was confused about. So KDEN was actually it's like a visual to runway 7. Okay, got my ACARS report filled out. Let's get the seatbelts off. And let's do our shutdown check. Let's go ahead and get everybody deplaning on GSX. Request deboarding. There we go.
The boarding requested.
Nice. Yeah, GSX, it's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it getting a lot better, but it's improved. I think I've downloaded patches as often as I can, and it's definitely improved over the last couple of weeks. And we'll do a quick realign of the IRSs as we have one more leg to Eagle County.
South America 2315, visual 16 left.
There's that Denver. Get that GPS position in there. Is that what I did? Hold up. Make sure I use GPS position, not IRS position. I don't use IRS position.
Passengers deboarding started.
Great. And back to nav. Make sure we got the chocks in so we can turn the hydraulics off. Ground services, chocks in. We need a GPU. Also an air conditioning unit because I'm going to turn the APU off. And chocks are in, so turn off the electric hydraulics. Go ahead and turn off the recirc fans since we're getting the Let's see, do we have the air cart hooked up yet? No, he's coming. Perfect. And how's the ground power looking? Oh, we got it. Alright, let's switch over to ground power.
Wind is 31010.
Pack's coming off. APU bleeds off, engine bleeds back on, APU's coming off. There we go. Shutdown check. Park and brake is set. Fuel pump switches off. Seatbelt sign off. Window heat off. Probe heat off. Anti-ice off. Electric hydraulic pumps off. Air conditioning panel set. Anti-collision light. Forgot to turn it off. Off. Engine start levers cut off, transponder standby, shutdown check complete. All right, so that is the end of the second leg for us, and we're getting ready to move on to leg number 3, Denver to Eagle County. So I will be, I'll have some videos playing here. You can watch the passengers deboard for a bit, and I'll start getting our clearance, our flight plan filed, and our paperwork ready for the final leg, short little hop over to Eagle County. So stay tuned. This is a great time to take a break, bathroom break, grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever you need, and I'll be back in just a second. Thanks.
Runway 16 left arrival, wind 24010.
American 662.
Alright, American 2315, continue on Fox, stay with me. Southwest 9011, runway taxi, Mike verified is Zulu. Thunder 614, heading departure on 133.62, good night. Runway 16 left arrival, wind 25012. 662 to recover, runway 16 left, clear to land. There's nobody out there right now.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until Catering vehicles are on their way.
Southwest 2988 in Tower, runway 16 left, clear to land, wind 23015. 16 left, clear to land, 29. Alright, Southwest 1911, you ready? Alright, Southwest 1911, firm right setting 230, runway KJAC-KSLC-KDEN, runway 6 pickup.
Fuel truck is in position. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
662, give way to the Southwest, Fox 1 right to left. Southwest 236 left, CN, take 8. Southwest 236, straight in, call the ramp, connect. 3730, Tower, South Grade, runway 17 right, taxi, Mike.